history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting the twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top four seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Here's the return from inside the 5. It's across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. The Hurricanes offense making their way on the field to open this game. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing. Kirk, we are just 16 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it, as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out.
Just a short game this time. They're able to get him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. He'll some room at the 45. Brought down after a big gain of first down. Defense, no answer to the option that time. The Hurricanes come to the line for the first set of downs. Handoff in a single back formation. In the clear at the 25. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, this is what the offensive coordinator told us yesterday, Chris, in our production meeting. They thought they had an advantage up front with the line of scrimmage. And on this opening drive, we continue to see the offensive line and this back putting up positive yards.
Ball carrier tackled there. Second down and goal. The wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So now on comes the field goal unit. This will be 23 yards at chip shot. And it's good. It breaks the score was tied here. Makes it 3-0.
And now, oh my gosh, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. So Michigan's offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the mark. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Caught over the middle. It's pre-snap. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Here's the second down play. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Great call here by the defensive coordinator, sending that linebacker on the blitz and works out for the sack. And I'll tell you, Miami linebacker play over the years, I would put up there with anybody in the country.
Drops back. He can throw for it on third down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down. The Wolverines will line up to put it away. He's on to put it away now. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage seem able to bring him down. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot. Looking to find the end zone this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Bringing pressure. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive line. Makes me think Baden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And the quarterback dropping back. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield.
And hit the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. I'd like to see the big man get his touch.
The Canes have first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not buy it all in play action, allowing them to continue to move the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes a play for it.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a ball. It's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Touchdown, Miami. Strong getting to this quarterback. He'll set up now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Right, so the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. First and 10 play coming up.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for offense, looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw yet again. Misses the receiver. Incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backs up a long and go for a first down. The runner goes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Running back has it on the screen now.
Well, this is great execution here. The running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley. And
he fires this throw and it's intercepted. It's a short return, but a takeaway to this defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They get him down after the completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
That's caught. It's James. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer. And the big return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. It's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
How aggressive do you get on first and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Incompletion makes it second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And then a trap behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. And the pressure gets to him again. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, this defensive unit has certainly picked a great time to make a stand with back-to-back sacks, starting with that first and goal play. Curious to see if the defense revs up its engine and tries to apply some pressure here on third down.
Great job of the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. We've got him again. Ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The decision is not to go for it. Now, here comes the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, Chris, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. He'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5.
False start on offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Going for a big play downfield. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh. Chris, just what they wanted. Got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. The quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Incompletion sets up a second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. That deep shot is caught for a big game. Touchdown, Kings. It was a foot race and he won it.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route. A beautiful touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now to PAT. The extra point is good, and he stretched the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Couldn't find anybody open. Just has to throw it away. Looks like one more play here before halftime. QB will try again on second attempt. He's hit as he throws it. He can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
In the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first down, it's play action. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a great play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down
short, they hand the ball off. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be the first down.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Now it's second down here.
Here we go. Roll it. Hey, Cam. Check.
They're going to run it. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Third down. This offense really using conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Nice throw, caught for a completion. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here, put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them the fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
He shreds the tackle. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get into the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. When he gets it down to the tight end, you can see what he can do after the catch.
Here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. Who says he needed explosive plays, Kurt? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And Miami offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The back's got it. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize that any play ball that's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the ones that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down. We're going to throw the football. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Deep shot caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This offense cannot be stopped.
We're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And the extra point is up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll run it here. first down.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Okay, ready?
The gain makes it second and medium.
325. Ready.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's prescoring. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Crucial third down play after that completion. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they pick up the first on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up the first set of downs.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And the Wolverines are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Oh, it's a reverse. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
The backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or the reverse. One time they stay at home and are in perfect position, we're able to stop that reverse in its track.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion. You're trailing in the third quarter. And he'll lost it to the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for the goal. Now it's a field goal team. The field goal is good.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. And here we go. It all comes down to this. Everything to play for. 1 quarter to decide who will win the national championship. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. On the toss play, runner moving left. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Canes pick up enough yardage for a first down. quarterback's got it on the option. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he is delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP of the national title.
And the Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wide out. Catch is made down the middle. Touchdown for the lead. This quarterback on fire today.
That's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
After attempt. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great way to set up his offense here.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be in the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Touchdown, Miami. And the beatdown continues. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, if you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Extra point try coming down. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Brought down after a short return. But the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
And they'll use the ground game here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding
Hand off to the right side. Man is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. There's a stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Cricket.
And on the carry, he's heading left. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. They'll test the right side here. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. I mean, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, running back, receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got him. He's sacked.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They tackle him at the 43. That's enough for a first down. Okay, ready? And that'll do it. We have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. It's a mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports. sports college football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Miami Hurricanes.